1448.
In an age of technological advancement, mass communication and social media, having the right website and app can be the difference that your business needs. AppSite Tech are here to take your business to the next level. No matter how simple or how sophisticated your requirements are, our technicians will work with you to create a bespoke website and app for your organization. Call us now on 07538081212 or visit appsitetech.co.uk and book your free consultation now.
Amigos, the signature name when it comes to burgers and shakes. Our succulent burgers are prepared in front of you while you wait. Whether you go for the 6-ounce Mexican or the 10-ounce Texan, or you decide to go for our messy fries or buffalo wings, one thing you're guaranteed is quality. We've also got a range of desserts including our trademark shakes in all your favourite flavours. We're based at 400 Cranbrook Road in Gants Hill, so come down to dine in or order in on Uber Eats or Just Eat. Amigos, hats off to great burgers.
Ramadan FM
2018.
The voice of British Muslims.
نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. My Lord, expand for me my chest and ease for me my task, and untie the knot from my tongue so that they may understand my speech. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, dear listeners. You are tuned in to the first segment of the Cafe Nisa show only on Ramadan FM 2018. It's a talk show by women for women where hopefully we'll be tackling some issues that females face. We're streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. We're also on TuneIn and Mixler, so catch us there. Our hotline is 0333 That's 0333 6786. Please call in and ask any of your questions. Let us know that you're listening. You can join us here every Sunday between 2 and 4 p.m. inshallah. Before we begin, I'd just like to wish everyone a Ramadan Mubarak. I know we're on the 4th fast now, but this is my first time speaking to you guys. So Ramadan Mubarak to my esteemed guests and to each and every one of our listeners here today. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us with the patience and strength to complete this blessed month. I'm hoping to be a better Muslim by the end of it.
Inshallah.
Let's hope so. So today I'm joined in the studio with my lovely sisters. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves? Assalamu alaikum, Ikra.
Walaikum assalam. So my name is Sister Ikra. I'm part of the Minhaj Sisters team and hopefully be part of the discussion today.
Inshallah. And Sister Anisa.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Most of you don't know me, but my name is Anisa Arif. I'm also part of Minhaj Sisters. And yeah, it's an honor to be here today. Thank you very much.
Thank you. It's an honor to have you. And for those of you who don't know, Anisa is a very prominent member of Minhaj al-Quran who keeps everyone on their toes and keeps us all laughing at all times. Our most esteemed guest here today is Sister Asma. So Sister Asma is an activist and also a model, mashallah.
Mashallah.
Yeah, beautiful. She's beautiful, isn't she? Mashallah.
Mashallah.
So would you like to introduce yourself, Sister Asma?
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Asma. On social media, I'm known as Asumi J. I've been a social media activist and human rights defender for a couple of years now. My most recent trip was to Turkey to help the refugees in Syria there, and very honored to be here and excited.
Thank you. It's an honor to have you here with us today, Sister Asma. Was your travel okay? Did you get her okay?
I've been here for 2 years in London,
mashallah,
but still I managed to get lost. I think in Central I'm fine. I don't need my GPS or Google Maps, but then once I get to the outskirts, I feel
like we're all
lost.
the same.
Oh no, you didn't get lost on your way here, did you?
I did. I
ended up
in Ilford and then realized had to backtrack.
Oh no. Oh well, we got you here in the end. At least we got you here in the end, alhamdulillah. So for those of our listeners who aren't aware, today we're going to be talking a little bit about Palestine, but mainly focusing on Syria. I'm sure all of you guys are aware of what's going on there, but I understand, especially a lot of young people, including myself, I'm not that too informed about what's happening over there. That's why we have Sister Asma today with us. Sister Asma, would you like to start off talking a little bit about Palestine and your personal experiences?
Okay, so Palestine's very close to my heart. My stepdad's family, the family that raised me, they're Palestinian. So I grew up listening to the stories about the Nakba when they were exiled. I grew up, I've seen the pictures, and even before that, Palestine's very close, to the heart of the Ummah because of, how the Islamic and historic significance of Jerusalem. So I was very passionate about this, and especially after seeing not only what my family has been through, but my friends, millions of Palestinians have been not only internally displaced, but exiled from their homes since it's actually marks, so May 15, just a couple of days ago, marks 70 years of the creation of Israel and the Nakba. I believe it was May 15, 1948. And to understand what's happening today and why this is happening, we have to look at history, the Great Plan of Israel, how the UK got involved, with the Balfour Declaration, all of that. And that's why just the other day there was a large march right across Downing Street. And, just seeing what's happening, despite us continually marching, condemning, trying to speak up against this, fighting, the Palestinians trying to seek a right to return to their homeland, nothing has been changed. In fact, it's only getting worse, as we've seen with Trump opening the embassy. That was just heartbreaking.
So for those of you who don't know, I think it's the American embassy got moved from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. And obviously that has a big impact, and it sends out a message, doesn't it? It does. And it's a negative message for our Palestinian brothers and sisters. Everything that's been happening over there is just absolutely devastating. You mentioned Nakba. For those of you who aren't aware, can you just explain exactly what Nakba means and what it is?
Okay, so when we start off I'm going to start a little bit before that. After World War I, that's when the British government wrote a letter to Rothschild, who was a Jewish leader or Zionist leader, in creating, or the plan of creating Israel, where today is Palestine. And one sec, I wrote it here, the date. So they declared war on the Ottoman Empire, where the Palestine was. It was kind of like
Sorry, Asimi, can you just move a bit closer to your mic?
They can't hear me.
No, sorry. Sorry about that. You've got such important things to say, such great things to say, and they can't
I don't want to be yelling in people's ears. So.
I know what you mean. I know. I feel a bit worried. No, but go on.
All right. So the UK government, or the British government, wrote a letter to Rothschild and saying that about the plan of Israel. So when the plan was formed, 1948, that's when the Nakba was. Many were exiled. They were forced to flee their homes. Many of them left with nothing but their key, hoping that they would one day return. They thought it was something temporary, but it became something permanent. And it was actually over 80% of the Arab population that was displaced, and I believe over 700,000 Palestinians in that time, in that short month of May 15, 1948, were exiled from their homes. So not only did Israel declare its independence, I don't know independence from what, because they were created, there's the proof, there's the letter. But so they declared their independence, and then they started passing laws on the Palestinians, not allowing them to return to their home. They were not allowed to claim their property. And so from that date, it's only gotten worse. From 1948 up until now, they've only conquered and exiled more and more Palestinians. And over 600 villages were actually destroyed during that war in 1948. And despite all this proof, despite all this history, people still don't understand that what Israel's doing is illegal. It's an illegal settlement, murdering. It's a genocide that's happening, ethnic cleansing. And that's why we're marching. That's why we have to speak up. That's why we have to condemn and put pressure on world leaders to kind of stand up against what Israel's doing. And unfortunately, it's the opposite. The so-called leader of the free world, America, just like you said, it's a political statement where, you know what, moving from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem means Jerusalem is actually part of the so-called Israel.
That's devastating. I know there's a map that, I don't know if you guys have seen it on social media. I'm sure Sister Asma knows what I'm talking about, but there's a map where you can see what areas Palestinians were living in, and it's considerably been reduced throughout the years, to the point where I think, how much of the Gaza Strip have they got left? And then there's a few other very small,
less
tiny
than 10%,
places.
I believe the last time I saw.
It's really unfair. Like these our brothers and sisters in Palestine, they don't even have land to claim to their name. They don't even have homes.
It's actually really sad, you know. And I mean, like, us living here, we actually take advantage of what we have, and there's people there which have absolutely nothing, but they, you know, still some sort of grateful.
First world problems, innit?
Yeah.
I know, honestly.
And, like, what really upsets me is after we're done protesting, what do? Okay, so we're at the Palestine protest.
Yeah.
Right after, let me grab a Starbucks. Let me get a Coca-Cola.
Oh, yeah.
What was the point of the protest if you're not going to actually actively do something about it? And I know it's really hard because everything is like an Israeli or Zionist corporation or brand or whatever it is. But like you said, the fact that they're suffering and then, you know, we're taking it so easy. We can't even sacrifice the little things.
I know,
You know?
Yeah.
Just even if it doesn't make us a change, it at least makes a statement that we do not support you, and, you know, we're not willing to. And that was one of the things also that we protested against, the UK government supplying them with like weapons. So it's like,
Oh, okay.
Is this the protest you were talking about in London the other day?
The other day,
How did that go? Because I know you were there, weren't you?
Yeah, so I was there. I tried to do a live stream to show what's happening. I was really impressed to see a couple of MPs show up. So the Irish MP, someone from the Conservative, I forgot their name, which I was very impressed about.
Oh, sorry. I think there's I think we all need to move closer to the mic.
Okay.
Yeah, they can't hear us. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you guys. That's
okay.
so rude. But
thank you.
No muscle. Anissa. Sorry to interrupt. Yeah, so what were you saying about the protest in London?
Yeah, so it was really interesting to see, the support, so many different parties, a couple of MPs, the Irish MPs were there, and I'm always amazed by this, the support of the Orthodox Jews. They're always there as well, condemning Israel. Because you know what, the Orthodox Jews, they know that what the Zionists are doing is against their faith. Yes, it's the promised land, but they say we will return when the Messiah comes, not now. What's happening now is against their religion, against their beliefs. And I always say this, what ISIS is to Islam is what Zionism is to Judaism.
It's true.
It's political, it's not religion at all.
No, do you know what? That's absolutely amazing. Having unorthodox Jews coming out and showing the solidarity for our Muslim brothers and sisters out there who are suffering. I think it's really important that I know it's difficult because there's so much information, being thrown around on social media and the internet. But I think it's so important that we, especially us as the younger generation, the next generation, that we make ourselves informed about what's going on, and we make our voice heard. They can't speak for themselves, so it's our duty, I feel like, as Muslim brothers and sisters, to speak up for them.
Yeah, I think I agree as well. And also, just wanted to say, I think because it's been going on for so long, a lot of the people, like public people, they have sort of, it's sad to say, but lost their interest in it. So there's not that much of a sport with it as well. So I feel like having this discussion today, informing people again, just reminding them again of what's happening, does open their eyes, gives them a wake-up call, a reminder that they do need to do something to, help our brothers and sisters in Palestine.
Yeah, there's so many social media pages, even on Instagram, Facebook, that actually show quite graphic images
Yeah,
of
it's
what's going
horrible.
on over there. And I know it's difficult for us to see, but I feel like we need to remind ourselves that they're feeling that pain. They're going through that pain.
I know.
And we can't even bear to look at the
Yeah,
images,
I
those
know.
graphic images. Like, we can't even bear to look at it, and they're going through that pain.
Exactly, yeah.
You know, if we need to look at those images, we need to open our eyes to it. We need to open our minds to what's happening over there, so that we can make a difference, so we can try to make a change.
Yeah, and absolutely actually understand what they are actually going through, not just, you know, what we're hearing or what we're seeing. They're in that position, just putting ourselves in their shoes. And I mean, with all the ummah, all everyone, humans can only help humans. We only have each other.
Yeah.
And I mean, you know, if we don't help them, who else is? Do you
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah, it's like, you know, Eidi Saab from Pakistan.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're aware, Sister Asma. So Eidi Saab's a very prominent figure in Pakistan, the late Eidi Saab, who's passed away now. God grant him Jannah and forgive all his sins. But he always used to say that humanity comes before religion.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
just want to let you just let that sink in for a second. Religion is so important to us. Our beliefs are so important to us. We all know that as Muslims, you know, I mean, we're all Muslim here, so I can only speak for ourselves. As Muslims, we see it as our purpose on this earth to pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you know, and basically offer prayer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and fulfill our duty in that way. But humanity does come before religion. If you can't help your brothers and sisters, why, you know, it sort of defeats the purpose, doesn't it?
And that's
But
what it is sometimes, where like we place our religious beliefs or our political opinions or over humanity. So like when we're looking at a war that's happening, it's, oh, you know what, they're Palestinian. I heard so and so what Israel's going through. I'm gonna, you know, close an eye on the Palestinian children. You need to put all that media and bias and whatever aside and look at the child.
Exactly.
Look at the woman.
Yeah.
Look at, you know, the innocent victims that are caught between all of this. Your political opinions can come after. Right now, the most important thing is to help those that are in need. And, you know, I always say, like, we are so lucky. We're so blessed to actually be born here.
Yeah, in the UK.
In
We
this
actually
life.
are, yeah.
Like, that could be any of us, what's happening over there. And it's all based on luck. And I've witnessed this in Libya, in Turkey, and I feel like we've become so desensitized to like the things that we see, the videos, the pictures, that it's like, all right, you know what, some people tune it out as if it's a Hollywood movie, you know, just the killing, the videos, they completely close a blind eye on it. And you know, having actually witnessed it, I was not prepared when I went to Turkey.
So you, sorry sister, you actually just so the listeners are aware, so you actually went to, was it Turkey
at the border, but you know, actually witnessing the state of the refugees, the state of the victims of the war, paralyzed. There was one story, he lost, you know, his eyesight, his nose, everything, his family, there's so many stories which I can tell you, but what you see on social media is nothing compared to the reality. So as you said, when we're just looking at pictures and we want to close a blind eye on it and we feel disturbed, that's just a feeling. You're not actually going through it.
Through that,
yeah,
exactly.
I agree.
It's like injustice is injustice, regardless of, you know, your age, your race, your religion. At the end of the day, injustice is injustice, and it's our duty to speak up for those people. So moving forward, Sister Asma, you're from Tunisia, right?
My mother, yes.
But you have some family who are Palestinian. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so my stepfather's family's Palestinian, and they used to live there before the Nakba, so the exile of the Palestinian people. And I remember my step-grandmother telling me stories how you didn't know who was Muslim, who was Christian, who was Jewish. They all lived on the road together. Whenever it was Ramadan, they'd, you know, give sweets to each other. It's Christmas, passing gifts. So it was a community of coexistence, you know, the way it should be. And SubhanAllah, it's the city of Prophet Abraham, that's where he was that's the location of where he nearly sacrificed his son. Also, Jerusalem is where the temple of David, where Solomon was there. So they used to pray towards that. That's why it's very important. As for the Muslims, that's where Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, that was his last journey before ascending into the heavens. Yeah. So it's played a significant role in the fact that they lived in coexistence was amazing until the Balfour Declaration and the creation of the State of Israel. And the stories, they were forced to exile to the point that sometimes they would even receive a letter with a bullet saying, if you don't leave.
Oh, wow. My God, wow.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
And many of them fled, like I said, taking only a key with them, hoping that they're going to return, thinking it's something temporary. I actually have a friend who created an organization called, an NGO called Official Key 48, and they have three statements, which is to remember those who are exiled because of the story of the key, with the right to return of all the Palestinians. You guys should check it out, and the story behind the key is just very significant for them. So my stepdad's family, they ended up fleeing. From what I remember, they traveled to Kuwait at that time. Many of them to Jordan. They just all over the world.
They're split up, everyone went everywhere.
So they've got family all over the world. And this is the story or the case with many Palestinians when you ask them. And a lot of them actually don't even have passports of Palestine. They just have documents. My stepdad's family was actually fortunate to so some of them have the American and the European, but many weren't as well. And I remember telling me, I think it was his aunt who died on the way to in the journey. So they made it to Kuwait. They tried to start a new life there, and as soon as they settled, the war of 1990 between Iraq and Kuwait broke out, and because they're not citizens, they were forced to flee again. And it's just, growing up hearing that, it's heartbreaking that, people would have to suffer and lose everything that they have, and, their history, their culture, and, still holding on to their identity, but through different nationalities, living in different countries, with living far from their families.
It's so unfair. And we need to remind ourselves of that, because it is unfair. Just think about when you're in an unfair situation, it doesn't even compare to what's going on over there, but the injustice you feel like, how could you do this to me? This is so unfair. But that's nothing in comparison to what these guys are going through.
I mean, for example, with us, if we're having a horrible day or something, us women, we are just generally quite emotional. We just go home and, sit and just cry about it or something or whatever. But that's the thing. At the end of the day, if you've had a horrible day, at least you have a home or a family or somewhere to go to at the end of the day.
On top of your head,
they don't even have that, So just imagine what the situation would have been like for them. Sorry, just coming back onto what you said before, just to sort of bring awareness and try to motivate people to actually do something. Could you sort of share how, what sort of motivation or what gave you to actually go to the Turkey border and, see this, experience this and help out, or whatever what motivation pushed you to go there?
Your strengths.
My strengths. So growing up in Canada, the bubble, the shelter that we live in, never really experienced life, I guess, or seen the reality, because all we ever media does control, and I felt like a lot of things the youth weren't aware about. So I remember after the 2014 airstrike on Palestine, killing a couple of boys on the beach, I decided to interview people in Toronto and ask them, have you heard about Cecil the Lion? This was a huge thing in Hollywood. Everyone was talking about, in North America, everyone was talking about this lion that got killed by a dentist. And it was like, okay, cool, not international media coverage. And then, have you heard about the airstrike in Palestine with the boys? What airstrike? What Palestine?
Just completely unaware.
And that shocked me. It was like, you know more about, pop culture or, whatever happens here, but what's going on in the world, they were completely clueless about the state of Palestine, of Syria, of Iraq. And so
they didn't know at all. They had no knowledge of it.
The youth know then nothing at all. It was very shocking. I think because, us, unfortunately, in the Muslim world, we grow up,
Yeah.
you know, like it's always kind of happening
Yeah.
to us. We grow up very
true.
well informed about, you know, the state of the world. And
Yeah.
but yeah, so I ended up, I think at one point I was diagnosed with cancer free, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah,
But I
alhamdulillah.
decided to visit my biological father's family in Libya, because I didn't know what, you know,
Yeah.
what happened.
Yeah.
So I went to Libya not knowing anything. There was nothing in the news about what was going on. There's an issue in Libya. There's, you know, a few casualties, but there was nothing about the actual airstrikes and the war and
The situation, what was going
Yeah.
on at
exactly. So I went in, and I remember my dad telling me, "You need to dress this way. Don't do this." I was like, I'm very shocked. I remember coming into Libya years ago, and it was very normal,
Yeah.
free
Yeah.
country. When I went in, there was tanks everywhere. I would see tanks with machine
Oh
guns.
my God. That's
Pointing it
scary.
at people. There's soldiers
God.
everywhere. You didn't know who was who. Who was part of the Libyan army? Who was part of the rebels? Who was part of ISIS? Who was part of the American troops? There was nothing at all. And then I went to sleep to shootings, to bombings.
God.
My uncle's house got shot
That's
at. The family, just, you know, everyone left. And I came back to Canada. Like, I had post-traumatic stress disorder for a couple of months. I came back on Canada Day. So when the fireworks were going off,
God.
I was just running. But
I can imagine that feeling, you know. Oh,
Honestly, I've got like goosebumps right now just hearing it. I can't imagine what it must have been like for you to actually enter a war zone.
Yeah,
I mean,
know.
like it puts a fear of God in me when I see it on television. You know,
I mean,
And to actually
just
see
like
that.
watching a horror movie, I can imagine us all like, you know, curling up and all just be like, oh no, I don't want to look and stuff. But actually being in that position or in
Yeah.
that situation, oh, it's a whole
It's
nother
not
thing.
a horror movie though; it's reality for
Yes.
some people,
It's
and that's the
reality.
unfortunate side of it.
yeah, it is. It's that was the reality, and that's why when I came back to Canada, I was like, okay, so I have a social media platform. I used to fight Islamophobia through the concept of empowering Muslim women and modest fashion, but then I was like, you know what? There's more to the world than
Yeah.
that right
Yeah.
now, and especially after what I've seen, like it cannot be
Yeah.
just erased.
Yeah.
So I decided to do social media experiments, the Blind Trust Project, the Muslim Project. Recently, I did the Ban the Hijab Project here, playing devil's advocate to show them that
Yeah.
the hijab ban is not welcome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think I watched that. For those of you who don't know, so Asma went out in public and made comments about the hijab, negative comments about the hijab, to gauge the reaction of the public. And alhamdulillah, I think you got a positive response. She got told off quite a lot. Why are you saying this? Which is of course
was
what we
happy.
like to hear.
Oh, yeah, it's good
Yeah.
inside, yeah.
So it was nice to hear that people do actually support
Yeah.
you know, Muslims
banning
and-
the hijab,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
You must have been
And
really
it's nice
proud
to know.
inside.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The first
it's an-
time in my life, I was happy to be insulted. I'm like, yes, bring
Yeah.
it on.
Oh no! And the Blind Trust Project is when you
Opposing the a protest in Canada. They were saying bring the Christians and leave the Muslims there to die, and then about Islamophobia as well. So it was kind of to show Canadians or North Americans how we're made to feel in our own country. We're culturally born and raised Canadian. You can't do
Yeah.
anything about
Yeah.
it, you know? We chose to, be Muslim, and then let us get on and, just coexist. And, if we trust you, why don't you trust us? And that was the whole point of it. But yeah, so with the social experiments, we were given a platform, alhamdulillah, to be able to talk about why we're doing what we do. And so I kind of started talking about the migration crisis, what's happening in the Middle East, the Islamophobia. And for me, it wasn't enough just talking about
Yeah.
it. So when I was
Yeah.
given the opportunity with an organization called Forgotten Women, so one of their directors gave me a call and told us that, we're going to be going to Turkey if you want to join us it's an International Women's
International
convoy.
Women's Day. Yeah.
Yeah, for International Women's Day. And I was like, you know what, please count me in.
Yeah.
So I started fundraising for that, and we went to Turkey, Istanbul. We landed.
So I really want to go into detail talking about the Conscience Convoy, wasn't it?
Yes.
Part of a non-governmental organization called Forgotten Women. But just for now, viewers, we're going to go on a small break, and inshallah when we come back, we'll be talking about the Conscience Convoy organized by Forgotten Women and Asma's personal experience of that. So please stay tuned in. Remember, our hotline is 0333 011 6786. That's 0333 011 6786. And inshallah, we'll see you after the break.
Waris Food Store in Walthamstow. Visit the store to view our special Ramadan offers. 420 Hull Street, Walthamstow, E17 9AA. Or for free delivery, call us on 0208 521 0000. We have fresh deliveries of poultry and vegetables every day. Waris Food Store in Walthamstow.
Reliance Solicitors fight to protect your legal rights. Our firm offers a wide range of services including immigration, family law, commercial law, civil litigation, personal injury, landlord and tenant disputes and employment law. Visit us at 602A High Road, 7 Kings, Ilford, IG3 8BU or call 0207 183 5439. Reliance Solicitors, where every client matters.
Britain Solicitors in East Ham, the name you can trust. We provide services in immigration, family law, landlord and tenant matters, commercial leases and civil litigation. We also deal in personal injury claims and road traffic accidents. Call us on 0203 475 7845 or visit us at 62 Barking Road, East Ham, E6 3BP.
Ramadan FM 2018.
The voice of British Muslims.
Atlantic Distributions. Whether it is frozen fish, marinated Lahori masala fish or lamb offals, we have them available at very competitive prices. We are wholesale suppliers to restaurants, butchers and caterers. Visit us at 51 to 53 Upton Lane, London, E7 9PA. Contact us on 07415 474 185.
Usman needs the adhesive to work. If not, his day will be a disaster. So, Usman, if you really need something to bond, grab a tube of CT1 from your local stockist, an incredibly powerful sealant and construction adhesive that's fast, flexible and strong. It can be used anywhere, even underwater. For more info, ct1limited.com or follow us on Facebook or ring us on 0208 555 1448.
In an age of technological advancement, mass communication and social media, having the right website and app can be the difference that your business needs. AppSite Tech are here to take your business to the next level. No matter how simple or how sophisticated your requirements are, our technicians will work with you to create a bespoke website and app for your organization. Call us now on 0753 8081 or visit appsitetech.co.uk and book your free consultation now.
Amigos, the signature name when it comes to burgers and shakes. Our succulent burgers are prepared in front of you while you wait. Whether you go for the 6-ounce Mexican or the 10-ounce Texan, or you decide to go for our messy fries or buffalo wings, one thing you're guaranteed is quality. We've also got a range of desserts including our trademark shakes in all your favourite flavours. We're based at 400 Cranbrook Road in Gants Hill, so come down to dine in or order in on Uber Eats or Just Eat. Amigos, hats off to great burgers.
Ramadan FM 2018.
The voice of British Muslims.
Hey, तैनू 20 बारी आके तक क्रिकेट ना खेलिया कर तो फिर विंडो पंच हो रही है.
Don't worry, Dad. Our windows need changing anyway.
हाँ तो पैसे तू दे से ना.
Nah, don't worry, Dad. UK Windows will sort it out.
UK Window? Oh, कौन है?
They're the best double glazing company about. They do windows, patios, French doors, sliding doors, UPVC, aluminium, you name it, they've got it. We can go see them at 51 to 53 Upton Lane, Forest Gate E79PA, or call them at 07984 440 093 or visit ukwindowslondon.co.uk.
वाह जी वाह, ये तो कमाल है यार. UK Windows
Zindabad.
Thinking about selling or letting your home? With Maxwell Estates, you don't need to look any further. Well established with over 15 years of experience, Maxwell Estates are specialists in residential sales and lettings. We manage over 200 properties in and around Northwest London, keeping our landlords and tenants updated with all the latest laws and legislations. Based in Edgware, our experienced specialist negotiators always ensure we maximise the full potential of your property. Call us now on 0208 952 0808 for a free no obligation quotation, or visit our website www.maxwellestates.co.uk for further information. Maxwell Estates, the name you can trust.
With over 25 years experience in the East London area, there's no better firm to rely on than Cameron Adams Century 21 when it comes to properties. Be it lettings, property management or sales, we can assist you to ensure you get the most out of your property. Contact us on 0208 558 2000 for a free, no obligation valuation and watch us do what we do best.
Grab your taste of luxury at Pink's Boutique. Designer brands like Hugo Boss and Armani to keep your style in check. Catering for ladies, men and kids, Pink's Boutique has it all under one roof. And we offer shipping worldwide. So get the look to fit your attitude. Visit us on our website at pinksboutique.co.uk. Remember, that's pnksboutique.co.uk. Or pop into our store at 302 Brentwood Road, Romford, RM2 5TA.
Ramadan FM 2018.
The voice of British Muslims.
European University of Business now offering BA Business Management, MBA with specialisation. Our courses are regulated by UK Quality Assurance Agency and taught in a highly professional environment. Special offer for Ramadan FM 2018 listeners only. Please call on 0203 288 3143. Email info@universityofbusiness.eu.
Solicitors in. You can expect a variety of services from us, ranging from family law, immigration, human rights, money claims, personal injury and many more. We are committed to providing you with the best legal advice suited to your individual circumstances. Drop us a call on 0203 500 8000. Our office is located at 62 Barking Road, East Ham, E6 3BP.
Why spend summer in your room when you can fly off to your dream destination with facilities like car hire and hotel bookings? Well, Flight Masters have got you covered. We offer holiday packages, city breaks and flights at the most reasonable prices with the best provision of services. So why delay? Call us today on 0203 598 9938 or visit our website at www.flightmasters.com.
Do you dream of travelling to those blessed lands where the beloved of Allah was born? Does your heart yearn for Medina, the city of the beloved? If it is your time to experience a spiritual journey words cannot justify, then join us at Sam Travel and Tours and book your Hajj and Umrah packages today. We offer group and tailor-made packages for all your requirements. Based on Romford Road in London, for our last 10 days Umrah package, please call us on 0208 478 8911.
Ramadan FM 2018.
The voice of British Muslims.
MR Accountants provide a full range of accountancy and taxation services, including annual and management accounts, self-assessment, tax returns, VAT, bookkeeping and payroll services to all different types of businesses. With our in-house chartered accountants, you can be guaranteed to save money. Contact us now on 0203 432 9138.
कितनी बार कहा है कि घर को साफ रखा करो, मैं तो थक गई हूँ सफाई कर करके।
उफ, ये कॉकरोच, चूहे, कीड़े मकोड़े घर में घुस आए हैं। कहाँ जाऊँ, किसको बुलाऊं?
माँ, बहन, बीवी और बच्चे, किसी को भी इंसेक्ट्स नहीं लगते हैं ये अच्छे। So don't worry, I'll call City Pest Control. Deal with cockroaches, mice, rats, bed bugs, fleas, flies, all types of insects and rodents. 0203 633 0080 or 0770 279 8808. www.cpestc.com. City Pest Control, large enough to cope, small enough to care. All our technicians are British Pest Control Association qualified and we are regulated by the Royal Society of Public Health.
This Ramadan, visit Al Akbar's for all your meat and poultry needs. We buy only the highest quality meat and are HMC registered. We've got some amazing offers on all our products this Ramadan and we provide free local delivery for all our customers. We also cater for restaurants and large events, so no matter how big or small your order is, Al Akbar's is the name to remember. Visit us now at 51 to 53 Upton Lane, Forest Gate, E7 9PA or call us at 0208 472 5742. Al Akbar's, the name to remember.
Yo, bro! Cuzzy's getting married and I need to get hold of a car.
Yar, I know some boys who know some boys who know SPM Car Hire. They got the best cars in town. Rolls Royces, Ranges, Maseratis, Aston Martins. Cause you name it, they got it with the best prices in town.
Sorted! Looks like I'm going to this wedding in a Range then.
They'll drop off the car and pick you up once you're done. Just give them a ring on 01798 397 916 or visit them online spmhire.com or find them on Instagram.
Looking for meat and groceries? Look no further than Waris Food Store in Walthamstow. Visit the store to view our special Ramadan offers. 420 Hull Street, Walthamstow, E17 9AA. Or for free delivery, call us on 0208 521 0000. We have fresh deliveries of poultry and vegetables every day. Waris Food Store in Walthamstow.
Reliant Solicitors fight to protect your legal rights. Our firm offers a wide range of services including immigration, family law, commercial law, civil litigation, personal injury, landlord and tenant disputes and employment law. Visit us at 602A High Road, 7 Kings, Ilford, IG3 8BU or call 0207 183 5439. Reliant Solicitors, where every client matters.
Britain Solicitors in East Ham, the name you can trust. We provide services in immigration, family law, landlord and tenant matters, commercial leases and civil litigation. We also deal in personal injury claims and road traffic accidents. Call us on 0203 475 7845 or visit us at 62 Barking Road, East Ham, E6 3BP.
Ramadan FM 2018.
The voice of British Muslims.
Atlantic Distributions. Whether it is frozen fish, marinated Lahori masala fish or lamb offals, we have them available at very competitive prices. We are wholesale suppliers to restaurants, butchers and caterers. Visit us at 51 to 53 Upton Lane, London, E7 9PA. Contact us on 07415 474 185.
Usman needs the adhesive to work. If not, his day will be a disaster. Ah! So, Usman, if you really need something to bond, grab a tube of CT1 from your local stockist. An incredibly powerful sealant and construction adhesive that's fast, flexible and strong. It can be used anywhere, even underwater. For more info, ct1limited.com or follow us on Facebook or ring us on 0208 555 1448.
In an age of technological advancement, mass communication and social media, having the right website and app can be the difference that your business needs. AppSite Tech are here to take your business to the next level. No matter how simple or how sophisticated your requirements are, our technicians will work with you to create a bespoke website and app for your organization. Call us now on 0753 808112 or visit appsitetech.co.uk and book your free consultation now.
Amigos.
Assalamu alaikum listeners. For those of you who are just tuning in, this is the Cafe Nisa show where we'll be talking about anything to do with female related issues and hopefully tackling some other issues as well while we're here. Just before we carry on, Sister Anisa, would you like to say something?
Yeah, sure. Ramadan FM is been around for quite a long time. Alhamdulillah, for a couple of years now. So Ramadan FM 2018 is going to be the last Ramadan season 1, because we're going to carry on from after Ramadan. So inshallah after Eid we have the full 5-year license, where we're going to need donations to get the equipment. So is it £100? How many times?
Yeah. So I
think altogether, so it costs 50,000 altogether, and then it's been split. So how much you're able to donate? I think £100. How many times you're able to donate?
We're trying to get donations in £100 segments. For those of you who don't know, Ramadan FM does offer a platform to young British Muslims. And do you know what? We always sit around and complain about media doing this and media doing that. And and it's because there's a lack of Muslims involved within the media. And I think we're so lucky that we have this Ramadan FM platform where young Muslims can get involved. Not just young, any Muslims, Muslims in general can get involved.
Build their experience as well.
Yeah. Exactly, to have this platform. But for those of you who don't know, this is going to be our last year going online. And inshallah, following Eid will be officially on air. Yes.
Alhamdulillah.
But we do need donations for the equipment. So we have the venue sorted out. We have, all the business plans and everything sorted out. But we need your help for donations to get the equipment so that we're able to obviously carry on with our work and carry on with the mission and everything.
Inshallah.
So guys, please do donate in. Call in and donate. Our hotline number is 07840 551 119.
That's the donation hotline, but we want you to call in our studio. Sorry to cut you off. We want you to call in studio, so you can be live on air as well. So the studio number is
0333-011-6786.
So that's 0333-011-6786.
Yeah, so please do call in and make your donations. For those of you who don't know, there's going to be prizes offered. So for everyone who donates, your name will go into a raffle and there'll be a first, second and third prize. I think the first one is
the plasma TV.
48-inch plasma TV. Wow, I'd love to have one of that.
In your bedroom, right?
Incentive to vote.
I never leave my room.
To donate, yes. There's other really great prizes as well. So yeah, when you donate if you donate £100, your name will go in the raffle once. If you donate £300, your name will go in 2-3 times, etc. And also for every single person who donates and helps us with our goal, your name's going to be part of a collage that's always going to be in the studio, inshallah. So you'll always be there. We do appreciate all the help that we get, so please do donate. Call our hotline number or our studio number and donate, please do. So yeah, carrying on, where we left off from, right? Where did we leave off from?
Oh.
Syrian convoy, yeah. So Sister Asma actually got the opportunity to be part of the Conscience Convoy, and they traveled to Syria. It was organized by a non-governmental organization called Forgotten Women.
It was actually the organization itself, sorry to interrupt you,
it's
the Conscious Convoy itself.
Oh,
but,
okay. Oh, sorry.
They were one of the groups that were part of the convoy. So there was many different groups.
So Conscience Convoy is who organized the
convoy itself.
The convoy itself, but they got other organizations on board for help. Okay. Yeah. So Sister Asma, do you want to talk a little bit about your experience, because you were a part of that, weren't you?
Yeah, so I got a call from one of the directors from Forgotten Woman, and I've actually used to kind of follow them because it's so rare to come across an organization that's by woman for woman.
Yeah.
And they practice this concept of safe aid, because if you know what we heard the past couple of months with so many organizations like Oxfam and the rumors that the money isn't going to where it's actually supposed to be, and a lot of women were actually harmed by the volunteers. So for Forgotten Woman to actually condemn that, speak up against it, and then make sure that, you know, they've always been very transparent, which I admire as well. So I was on board, and I was very excited because it's been a lifelong dream of mine to kind of be able to go abroad and, you know, see the world and the reality. And when I was a kid, I wanted to join the Peace Corps. I don't know if you you know what they are.
No, sorry.
It's an American organization, I believe, but they kind of put volunteers abroad to kind of help people and assist the community and, you know, help rebuild lives. And that is what Forgotten Woman does. They help to rebuild lives. They don't just give donations. So we went there, we gave the donations, we gave the food, but we also interviewed people, heard their stories. We targeted the families that were very vulnerable, needed the most help, and we're trying to help rebuild their lives and give them a sense of dignity and comfort. So in Somalia, what they did was, instead of just coming and giving the woman money, she wanted to be a businesswoman. So they helped her open up a shop in the community. So now she's her own business. She's a businesswoman. She supplies, you know, groceries to her community, and she has an income. Yep. Same with the farm. They've done so much work. And so we went to Istanbul with the convoy. It was 5-6 days that we were there, but the convoy trip itself was 3 days. We started in Istanbul with about 150 buses, like these massive cross-country buses.
It's basically like, you know, the coaches that we go on school trips with. It's like huge. Imagine how many people were involved in that. 150 of those.
It started off with 150.
Wow, that's incredible.
SubhanAllah. Just started off by 150. That's a big figure, you know.
That is one hell of a convoy, I've got to say.
And then we started off like with Istanbul. There was media coverage. There was people just gathering. A lot of world leaders were joining us as well. We had the PTI party from Pakistan. We had Mandela's family from South Africa. We had the UK, not the UK, the Ukraine MPs, the woman, the mothers of the Bosnian soldiers who died. They
I read
traveled
about
down
that.
by car. They joined us. It was just unbelievable. And then through those 3 days, we'd stop in the cities on the way to Rihanli. So Rihanli was where the Syrian border is. And we were supposed to get there at the Hatay Square for International Women's Day. So on the way, we stopped at different cities. We had press conferences, kind of just to raise awareness about what's happening, not only about the convoy, but about, you know, the Syrian women that have fled the war. By the time we got to Hatay Square on day 3, there was over 300 buses and over 7,000 people from around the world. It was insane. There was so much media coverage. This is what I was upset about. So much media coverage in our part of the world, but silence in the West. No one knew.
Wow.
A lot of
Oh
people
my God.
knew about the convoy only because I was sharing it on social media.
Yeah, that's how I became aware of it. Otherwise, I honest to God, I would not have known about it at all.
Yeah, and the Turkish president was there as well. The world was silent. So that's why I believe social media activists or warriors are so important because we are the voice of the people that the media isn't. So it's always up to us, the people, to kind of like, you know what, you have time to be posting things on social media, get on there and, you know, share some things as well, because you never know who you can educate, your friends, the people around you, and then from there you can with awareness, we can actually take action.
Yeah, absolutely. That's true.
So that took 3 days, the journey from Istanbul all the way to
Hatay Square, which is an hour from Rehanli. And I was on 2 hours of sleep every night. It was constant traveling, but alhamdulillah, it was so worth it. So at the convoy, at the International Women's Day itself, we had the massive conference. There was a minute of silence for the imprisoned woman in Syria. There was a lot of journalists as well. There was one British journalist who came with us. Her name slips my mind. I'll pass it on to you later. I'll share it. It was just amazing to see the turnout. And then from there, we ended up continuing on to Rehanli, where we stayed in an orphanage with the Syrian refugees. So we were well protected, alhamdulillah. But as we were very, I can see the border. I can maybe 5-minute walk and I'll be in Syria.
Wow.
We were actually 1 hour away from Idlib. Sorry, Idlib was this way and Aleppo was this way. And right next to us, about 15-20 minute, I think they told me it was a drive or a walk, was Afrin. When we were there, a war broke out. So we went to sleep to bombing, to just explosions, sirens. The army was going. Like I remember, my anxiety started acting up because of what I witnessed in Libya. So I'm like, I can't sleep. I'm gonna go outside for a walk, which I shouldn't have done, but I needed to kind of like. So I'm looking outside and I see the army and the police going by, and the explosions were so loud. It's unbelievable. I turn on the news. Middle East news is all talking about it. I go on Twitter because my Twitter account, my social media is linked by location, and I haven't changed my location to Turkey. It was on the British. Nothing about a war. Nothing about Turkey. Nothing about. Again,
can you believe that? So there's all this going on. There's wars breaking out. You've got such high-profile people there, like the president of Ukraine. You've got such high-profile people there, and the Western side has absolutely no knowledge of that.
They don't even care. I see it as, even if someone does bring it to their site or it does be shared by 1 or 2 people, it gets ignored. It gets ignored. So they actually don't care. They will have a look at it and be like, oh, what's this? And they'll ignore it. Like it's like they've seen it for too much or too long. They want to ignore it.
Like we've become numb to it. We're hearing about it so much, but this is exactly what I mean, especially for us younger people. We need to make ourselves informed about it. So
and more visible as well, because they're trying to, like, when I see, for example, the hijab ban happening or the Muslim ban, they want to make us invisible.
And
we need to keep kind of like putting ourselves on, this is who we are, we have our voice, we have every right to speak up and kind of show them, we're all the same. Like, the whole concept of the blind trust, I trust you, why don't you trust me? And I feel like Kanye West, for saying this right now, they don't care about Muslims. Muslim lives don't matter to them. I don't know if you remember back in the day, he was like, Bush doesn't care about black people. No, seriously, they don't. Our lives are cheap to them. Who was it the other day? So 61 Palestinians were killed. Silence. No one condemned anything. But apparently there was a Muslim guy who stabbed someone in Paris the very same day, and Trump was tweeting about that. One person died. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry for, obviously, any human life is valuable.
Yeah, exactly.
But we're talking about the hypocrisy here in the statements.
The difference is, you can see the differences in how much it affects them. So Trump got affected just by that one life. Every life matters. That's right. Every life matters. But just one life, and down there, thousands of lives, millions of lives.
Children, elderly. People that who have family, they've lost their parents, their brothers, their sisters. I mean, surely that's more that's something to act upon or be aware of and actually make a hype about, you know. I mean, it's quite a big deal.
It is a big deal. It is a big deal. We're on social media all the time, so why not create a hype about it, get people knowing about it?
You know what it is though, even our own people, we don't care. Like, we're not even united. Like, we've become so not materialistic or commercialized or make it look pretty and everyone's going to want to see it.
Yeah.
But then otherwise we're going to close an eye on it.
Yeah.
So I'm actually looking right here. 4 people are watching right now, Instagram.
Yeah.
Whereas if I'm doing a fashion show or a makeup thing, or people are swarmed. So who, again, you look at the trends that they want to follow. For me, if I see a Muslim on social media blogging about, you know, day-to-day things or
vlogging.
It's their duty.
You've got all these vloggers.
Exactly.
The amount of
bloggers and vloggers. Make sure, you know, that it's all about balance, but make sure that you're putting in the information there. Make sure that you're saying something here and there.
Yeah.
I've had conversations with some of them where they're like, oh no, I don't want to post that. It's going to ruin my theme. Your theme?
Negativity, isn't that?
You hear these YouTubers talking about the aesthetic of their Instagram
Go tell
page.
that to a Syrian kid.
Yeah, exactly. Astaghfirullah, oh my goodness.
Yeah, it just makes me... It makes me go
crazy.
It makes
your blood boil, doesn't it? When you know that there are people... This is exactly what you call first world problems, and it's not funny at all. I know we laugh about it sometimes.
And we sold ourselves.
It's not.
Yeah. Even, for example, what was it that day where Muslims... What was it called? Where that letter was being sent out.
Punish Muslim Day.
Muslim Day.
Did you see how many YouTubers actually spoke about or actually made a video on about it? Compared to discussing, I don't know if there was a trend going on with something else, all YouTubers you would have seen, they've made a video about it. You know what? They've got views, they've got this. But there was a really small number of YouTubers who actually tackled that issue, who actually made a video. And why? It's because they were worried about, you know,
their safety.
Their safety and everything else.
Exactly.
Well, of course, your safety is still important at the end of the day, but fulfilling your responsibilities of actually being a Muslim and being out there and having that platform is to help the rest of your other Muslim brothers and sisters who don't have that platform and having their voice heard and actually speaking out about it.
And the thing is, a lot of people are doing things by trend as well. So what's trending right now in the humanitarian world? Palestine, just because of the issue, the incident that just happens, and then we neglect everyone else, the Syrians, the ones in Burma and Bangladesh, Rohingya Muslims, Kashmir. We completely
all over the world
ignore. I'm still fundraising for the Syrian cause because for me, it's become personal after I witnessed it, which I would like to share the stories of as well. But as now I'm fundraising for that. People are upset that I'm not fundraising for Palestine. I'm trying to raise awareness about it, but okay, there's an issue right now. We have to talk about it, but we can't neglect everybody
just
else.
because I know,
and don't do it for the trend.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, exactly. People just jump on the bandwagon of whatever's, you know, got the hype in the moment. The Syrian convoy, who was a part of that? What was it made up of? Because I know there was a lot of women involved as well, wasn't there?
There's a lot of women, a lot of men that came out to support as well, which was great to see. I interviewed a couple of men and asked them, why are you here? And they're like, you know what? We are here to support women. They deserve, you know, the platform, the voice.
Yeah.
And also, especially with what's happening to the woman in Syria, it's inhumane. Like some of the stories that were told to me. I remember at one point, so the first night that we reached the camps, one of them, we slept in it was a huge, like a gymnasium type camp. And there was a couple of women that were sitting, and I asked, because she was wearing all these things from Syria, and I asked her, are you Syrian? And we actually interviewed them by Forgotten Woman, and I was a translator. So she'd tell me the story in Arabic, and I would repeat it in English. But because I was a translator, I was not actually in listening mode, but just trying to like
translate what she
said. You were there doing a task,
a job. So
Yeah.
emotions out of it, and I was doing it. She said something that just, I woke up and I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Like,
oh my God.
How is this? I don't know. I'm scared to get emotional.
What are you
now,
hearing?
But, so one woman, her family was being tortured before the war even broke out for many years because of what Assad has been doing to the people. Many were tortured. Those who did speak up against him or were not happy with some of the way people were treated. I believe that's why the revolution happened. Anyway, so this woman, they've killed her son. Her husband is still imprisoned. They put her in prison for 6 months. They pulled out for 2 years. They pulled out her nails. She showed me the scars, the cigarette burns. She shared stories of what she witnessed. There was a girl that day that actually was talking about her experience and then had a nervous breakdown and had to be taken to the hospital. She witnessed the woman getting raped, and
Allah.
And imagine, I don't even know what the word rape is in Arabic. That's how I snapped out of it. She was saying the woman were raped, and I'm sorry, what does this mean? Can you so I can translate it in English? And she's like, when a man does something to a woman. And that's when I'm like, okay. And I started to wake up. And after they got pregnant and gave birth, they would put live rats in their uterus to eat away at their flesh while the woman just die in front of her. And these are young women from the age of 15 up, there was another one where in a mosque it happened, and the soldier turned on the, the thing for the adhan, and she's screaming, God to save her. And he said, if there's a God, where is he now? While he, and there was another one where they kidnapped her son because she opened her home as a hospital. They bombed the hospitals, they bombed the schools. She opened her home to the hospital, to the victims. And because she did that, they took her son, they pulled out his teeth, his nails. They sent her a video to her, of her son. He died. And
her heart must have melted.
Oh my God.
She showed me the video. I started crying, and she was just with a smile on her face, but her eyes were empty, like they were dead, hollow. And it was like these things, you can't even make a movie about them. Like, who can think of such horrible, evil things? And from there, so they ended up putting her in prison as well, torturing her. Her son died. Her other son died. And these are just, some of the stories that we heard. We ended up traveling to the orphanage that night. We stayed there. I stayed in the camp. The next day we went to the orphanage, and from there we ended up distributing packages to different families. So one of the families was a father of 9. He's completely paralyzed. He can't even take care of his kids. His kids, as young as 2 and 3, collecting garbage to sell it. No shoes, torn clothes. They live in this makeshift home. All he can do is he has these birds that he's breeding so he can try to sell them while his kids, collect garbage and sell it. There's another family which we visit. There was a little boy sitting down, not smiling. His eyes were completely empty. He was about 5 years old. And I remember asking, what's wrong? What happened? Because she was giving the protesters food in Syria, they captured her. Oh. Like, these things that happen, you can't even...
I mean, just hearing about them, you know what? It's just hitting you really hard. Just sitting here, hearing about these stories, it's actually making us reflect on our lives. You know what? We take things for granted. It's actually making me reflect on, everything that we have, and we're ungrateful for it. And there's these people, and like you said, like she was showing you the video, but she still had, well, not a smile, but some sort of, blank face. Knowing about us, I mean, if we don't get what we want for iftari, or our mom's made something we don't want to eat, we have a whole tantrum, we start crying about it. And there's these people that are actually being tortured, for nothing,
Nothing, yeah.
Honestly, I feel so emotional. And the reality is these aren't just stories. You witnessed this firsthand. You saw these people. You physically saw these people. You saw this happening.
Yeah, and just so many, and it wasn't just this story alone where, as I was saying about this boy, the world needs to know.
Yeah.
The mother was sitting, and her son wasn't talking, wasn't smiling, and I asked, what's wrong with him? And she said that because she was giving food to the protesters, the Assad's soldiers put her and her 2-year-old baby in prison. He was 2 years old.
Allah.
They were there for 2 years. They forced him, a baby, to watch his mother being raped. Like, and obviously trauma. Like, how is he going to grow up? You know, his father's gone. He watched his mother being raped, put in prison as a baby, as a child. He grew up a couple of years in prison, came out like that. We visit a center where they were taking care of the paralyzed who came out of the war, who fled the war, lost their legs, their arms. A little girl in a wheelchair, 4 years old, she can't move anymore. Her brother died standing right next to her. And there was one family which I really, really like. Until this day, I can't imagine, I can't believe it. It was a grandmother and a grandfather, and she showed us her 3 granddaughters. The youngest one, she was 40 days old in her mother's arms when their house got bombed. The father got killed. The mother got killed with the baby in her arms. They pulled the other 2 daughters and the mother out of the rubble from under the bricks in the broken home. The 2 girls survived. The baby, 40 days only, survived. You know, like,
yeah.
Subhanallah. Yeah. And they made it out, and the grandmother and the grandfather are so old, and they're crying. We're going to die soon. Who's going to take care of our babies? And this is like when you see these things, and then I come back to the UK and Canada, and everyone's sitting here and fighting about the Kardashians, and I don't know, you guys have Love Island here and wasting their time and their money and this and that. It's like, this is surreal.
It's like, what are you doing?
Like 2 different worlds, isn't it?
Yep. And we're sitting here, honestly, just complete. Like, we see the pictures and the videos, but we don't do anything about it.
Yeah.
And there was more, and I think I didn't really cry yet. I just kind of like internalizing until we went into a camp where people were living in makeshift tents, like plastic tarp. They took sticks. They had nothing, no shoes, torn clothes, nothing at all. I came out with a box of soap, and they were just screaming, fighting. They soap, do you have toothbrush, please, my teeth, I need, you know, like everything was ripped. I had sweets completely gone in 10 seconds. And that's when I went in and just started crying, like, wow, they're fighting over soap, over a toothbrush, over these things that, you know, we don't even think about. Who thinks about, oh, you know what, I need soap today, or it's not.
Yeah, I know, it's just there for us. We have it, and you know what, it's not seen as, like, the smallest things, they're not seen as a priority or important to us, and it just shows you how
numb we've become
very numb. We've forgotten, and I think that's why, you know, I'm so I admire what Forgotten Woman does. I don't work for them, I just volunteered with them, but I've never seen something like this where they are there for the forgotten people. And like I said, it's not just here's a handout, but let me rebuild your life, because you deserve a sense of normality and comfort in your life again. And I just, people need to, you know, wake up. And
open their eyes, actually be aware of what is actually happening, because it's not just about, you know what, it's put out there for you in the public. Oh yeah, oh my God, this is happening, and that's it. You need to act upon it, fulfill your responsibilities, you know. Imagine being put in that situation, how it would feel, you know. We only have each other. That's why we need to help each other. These are our responsibilities of being a human, not just being a Muslim or a woman or whatever. It's actually our responsibilities of being a human.
Yeah. Forgotten Women are absolutely amazing. I don't know if you guys had a chance to check them out on social media, but it is a non-governmental organization, but it's completely run by women,
by women, for women,
for women. Yeah, it's completely women. So, you know, I feel like us sometimes as females, we think we can't do a lot. Honestly, like when I found out I was going to be hosting this show, I thought, do you know what? Let me get because I studied law. Unfortunately, I haven't finished yet, but so I thought, let me get
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
I'm gonna come to your graduation.
So
don't worry.
Please do pray for me. Thank you.
Inshallah.
Yeah, so I deferred my studies. So a lot of my fellow classmates have graduated, you know, they completed their degrees, their masters, everything. And they're, you know, working towards establishing their careers. So I thought, let me get some of the girls that I knew to talk about their experiences, because there's a lot of young listeners, so I wanted them to hear about, you know, what people go through. And honestly, a lot of them I couldn't get a single female to come on my show. There were so many males from my classmates, you know. You've got counselors, you've got people in the police officers, you've got people who have completed their training contracts and become on the way to becoming a fully fledged solicitor. You've got people completing their BPTC, all of this stuff. From the females, none of them, because they get married, you know, after you got your degree, you know that's it, you know what's in store for you. You know you're gonna get married, and it is, you know what, like,
that's why I got on the plane and came to the UK.
Like escape. It is part of our duty to complete half our deen, and it's a burden on our parents. For those, that's why they're always in a rush to get us married. And they appreciate that we need the time to complete our studies, but a lot of them couldn't, because, you know, after they get married, they're so busy, and then they even get pregnant, or you know, they've got a small baby. They don't have the time. But I just want you guys to check out Forgotten Women, because these are mothers, grandmothers, you know, who've been through so much, and they're you know, they're fulfilling their duty. They are going out there and they're helping other women. And if we can't physically do that, we should be at least supporting these sorts of organizations as much as we can.
Yeah, and I want to say that a lot of people, obviously, they're critical of or suspicious. Where's our money going? Because, you know, a lot of organizations, even Muslim organizations, like you see the very big ones, they would take a large chunk.
A lot of people have a discussion on that. Sorry to cut you off. That it's not 100% donation policy. It's like we give, say for example, £100, and what is given to the people out there for shelter, food, etc., water, it's only probably 30% or 70%. What happens to the rest of it? That's their question.
Yeah, so outside. A lot of organizations, they are allowed to take, I believe, technically it's, I think it's less than 10% for administration, for all the cost of running the office, which makes sense. But when you find it getting close to, like, you know what, only 10% goes towards the cause, and the rest of it is going in advertisement and I don't know, salaries, and
it's the wrong way around.
It's the wrong way around. But with them, I went there to see where the money was actually going. No one had any money taken out of Forgotten Woman. Like, I had to fundraise for my own ticket. Everyone had to buy their own ticket. Everyone had to pay for their own. We're all volunteers. No one was an employee. When we went there, like, we helped in packaging, like, the food and the containers, and we saw, like, we distributed some, but then there was a lot left because we weren't allowed to go into Syria. Only organizations with clearance from the government of Turkey and, you know, the safety and all of that, they were allowed to go. So they continued on. They took everything that was left and they went into Syria. They sent me the pictures, which, you know, I shared. So I was very happy to actually experience this, see where the money's going, that's actually going to the people. And, you know, I came back to be like, you know what? This organization, there's so many things I love about it. That's by woman for woman. That, you know, they care about the safe aid, and it's going to the people.
And they're fully supporting. They're fully supporting people. They're not just offering them.
So it's not just, you know what, here's a package and we're gonna go. You know, here's the package picture. Go. No. They keep in contact.
Their time and effort. They're fully investing their time and effort into helping these people rebuild their lives.
Yeah.
You know, it's easy to give them a package, but that only helps so much. And these guys are really working hard. For those of you who don't know, I think their social media page is at Forgotten Women. Also, do check out Asumi J, because, you know, otherwise you're not going to hear about all of this stuff. You need to. It's not going to be shown on Western media. You need to check her out. Check out her page. What is your?
It's Asumi J. So
Asumi
Facebook. Not active at all on Twitter and Instagram, but more of like sharing what's happening. For me, it's mainly been Facebook, a little bit of Instagram here and there. So everyone uses it as like their journey in life. So you do, but it'll be on
Incredible. That's amazing. So we're going to go on a very short break once again, and inshallah we'll speak to you soon. Please do tune in, keep on listening, and speak to you very soon, inshallah.
E79PA, or call them at 07984 440 093, or visit ukwindowslondon.co.uk.
वाह जी वाह, ये तो कमाल है यार.
UK Windows
Zindabad.
Thinking about selling or letting your home? With Maxwell Estates, you don't need to look any further. Well established with over 15 years of experience, Maxwell Estates are specialists in residential sales and lettings. We manage over 200 properties in and around Northwest London, keeping our landlords and tenants updated with all the latest laws and legislations. Based in Edgware, our experienced specialist negotiators always ensure we maximise the full potential of your property. Call us now on 0208 952 0808 for a free no obligation quotation, or visit our website www.maxwellestates.co.uk for further information. Maxwell Estates, the name you can trust.
With over 25 years experience in the East London area, there's no better firm to rely on than Cameron Adams, Century 21 when it comes to properties. Be it lettings, property management or sales, we can assist you to ensure you get the most out of your property. Contact us on 0208 558 2000 for a free, no obligation valuation, and watch us do what we do best.
Grab your taste of luxury at Pink's Boutique. Designer brands like Hugo Boss and Armani to keep your style in check. Catering for ladies, men and kids, Pink's Boutique has it all under one roof. And we offer shipping worldwide. So get the look to fit your attitude. Visit us on our website at pinksboutique.co.uk. Remember, that's pnksboutique.co.uk. Or pop into our store at 302 Brentwood Road, Romford, RM2 5TA.
Ramadan FM 2018.
The voice of British Muslims.
European University of Business now offering BA Business Management, MBA with specialisation. Our courses are regulated by UK Quality Assurance Agency and taught in a highly professional environment. Special offer for Ramadan FM 2018 listeners only. Please call on 0203 288 3143. Email info@universityofbusiness.eu.
Solicitors in. You can expect a variety of services from us, ranging from family law, immigration, human rights, money claims, personal injury and many more. We are committed to providing you with the best legal advice suited to your individual circumstances. Drop us a call on 0203 500 8000. Our office is located at 62 Barking Road, East Ham, E6 3BP.
Why spend summer in your room when you can fly off to your dream destination with facilities like car hire and hotel bookings? Well, Flight Masters have got you covered. We offer holiday packages, city breaks and flights at the most reasonable prices with the best provision of services. So why delay? Call us today on 0203 598 9938 or visit our website at www.flightmasters.com.
Do you dream of travelling to those blessed lands where the beloved of Allah was born? Does your heart yearn for Medina, the city of the beloved? If it is your time to experience a spiritual journey words cannot justify, then join us at Sam Travel and Tours and book your Hajj and Umrah packages today. We offer group and tailor-made packages for all your requirements. Based on Romford Road in London, for our last 10 days Umrah package, please call us on 0208 478 8911.
Ramadan FM 2018.
The voice of British Muslims.
MR Accountants provide a full range of accountancy and taxation services, including annual and management accounts, self-assessment, tax returns, VAT, bookkeeping and payroll services to all different types of businesses. With our in-house chartered accountants, you can be guaranteed to save money. Contact us now on 0203 432 9138.
कितनी बार कहा है कि घर को साफ रखा करो, मैं तो थक गई हूँ सफाई कर करके।
उफ, ये कॉकरोच, चूहे, कीड़े मकोड़े घर में घुस आए हैं। कहाँ जाऊँ, किसको बुलाऊं?
माँ, बहन, बीवी और बच्चे, किसी को भी इंसेक्ट्स नहीं लगते हैं ये अच्छे। So don't worry, I'll call City Pest Control. Deal with cockroaches, mice, rats, bed bugs, fleas, flies, all types of insects and rodents. 0203 633 0080 or 0770 279 8808. www.cpestc.com. City Pest Control, large enough to cope, small enough to care. All our technicians are British Pest Control Association qualified and we are regulated by the Royal Society of Public Health.
This Ramadan, visit Al Akbar's for all your meat and poultry needs. We buy only the highest quality meat and are HMC registered. We've got some amazing offers on all our products this Ramadan and we provide free local delivery for all our customers. We also cater for restaurants and large events, so no matter how big or small your order is, Al Akbar's is the name to remember. Visit us now at 51 to 53 Upton Lane, Forest Gate, E7 9PA or call us at 0208 472 5742. Al Akbar's, the name to remember.
Yo, bro! Cuzzy's getting married and I need to get hold of a car.
Yar, I know some boys who know SPM car hire. They got the best cars in town. Rolls Royces, Ranges, Maseratis, Aston Martins. Cause you name it, they got it with the best prices in town.
Sorted! Looks like I'm going to this wedding in a Range then.
They'll drop off the car and pick you up once you're done. Just give them a ring on 01798 397 916 or visit them online spmhire.com or find them on Instagram.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. For those listeners who are just tuning in, this is Cafe Nisa with our esteemed guest, Sister Asma, who is an activist on social media, a very prominent figure. I'm also joined here with Sister Ikra and Sister Khadija as well, has just joined us. So just before the break, we were talking about Asma's personal experience of being a part of the Conscience Convoy, and she was just talking about the physical aspect of it and what she witnessed while she was there. So right now we're going to talk about social media and how important it is for us to use social media as a platform, and what prominent figures on social media, what sort of an importance they play, what sort of an importance
and
their role plays, the influence that they have. Yeah. So Sister Asma, do you want to start us off?
Yeah, so it's social media warriors or activists. It's all about, raising awareness, and especially if you're a prominent figure, a public figure, it's about making a statement as well. So I'm not sure if you heard about Natalie Portman a couple of weeks ago. So she turned down receiving a Jewish award because she does not it's an award awarded to those of Jewish descent who might have had some kind of accomplishment, and she refused it because she does not agree with Netanyahu's outlook, or people called her anti-Israeli, anti-Zionist, and she said, no, I'm simply on the humanitarian side. So for me, for a figure like that to make a statement, it speaks volumes, because you have, I think with influencers or celebrities, is people are influenced by their way of life, their lifestyle, even their ideology. You know what? Michael Jackson, when he was alive, he was a king to people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I knew people where, because Michael Jackson said, I don't know, for example, I want to eat here, they would eat there. If I want to dress, this is what I'm going to wear. That's the whole point of millennial influencers and stuff. Marketing, as a marketing manager myself, a lot of today's influence is with millennials.
Yeah.
So when you have Muslim millennials or someone with a platform or a voice choose to neglect or speak up about issues that should be important to all of us as the Ummah or Muslim community, it just makes me really sad. I'm not saying go full hardcore
out there,
yeah, but it's all about balance. Because when I started on social media, I'm not sure if a lot of people knew about this. I deleted over 100 videos, but it was all hijab tutorials, modest fashion, trying to empower the Muslim youth through things like that. And then I decided to switch it up and focus more on activism. Oh, you've got a caller?
We've got a call. Let's have a look to see who it is. Assalamu alaikum, caller.
Walaikum assalam.
Can I ask you what your name is and where you're calling from?
My name is Uzair and I'm calling from London, and I would like to donate £100.
MashaAllah, Uzair. Let me just write your name down.
Allahu Akbar, MashaAllah, Subhanallah.
How's your fast going, Uzair?
Yeah, it's very good, alhamdulillah.
Amazing. Thank you for donating. Can I ask what inspired you to donate?
On the radio, like helping out community, because the radio is like, it's part of the community as well.
Yeah.
And also with Islam, Islam is not just about praying and stuff, it's also about serving people, and community is really important in Islam as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's amazing because it offers a platform to all of our other viewers. It offers a platform to other Muslims in the area, doesn't it?
Yeah, and also like, sorry.
No, go ahead.
And also like, it's good to develop your confidence as well. So.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's it.
That's amazing. Well, thank you so much, Uzair, for donating today. Inshallah, we'll speak to you again soon. Hopefully, your name will be entered into the raffle for the prize draw, and it will also be a part of the collage. So that's amazing. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
People like that always give me like hope in humanity.
Yeah.
It's like, what, the community, someone cares.
Yeah, that's amazing. Like, I mean, it's amazing that we've got, shout out to Ramadan FM for offering this platform to us, because otherwise how would, the rest of us hear, especially what you've been talking about is incredible. It's devastating to hear everything that our brothers and sisters are going through. And we need this, Yeah. It's amazing. I think this is the only radio platform in the whole of East London. And it's amazing because it just offers young people the confidence to speak up, to practice their public speaking, gain public speaking skills. Also, it gives them the experience. So, like, for instance, if any of our youngsters want to go into journalism, and when there's that joke, when you go to apply for a job and you're 20 years old and they ask for 40 years of experience or something like that. Experience is so important. And this offers experience for youngsters to develop their skills. So please, listeners, do donate in. Help us carry on with our work. Once again, our donation hotline is 07840 551 119. Or you can call in to our studio and speak to us personally. Let us know what motivated you to donate. Let us know if you have any questions or what you hope to hear. Our studio number is 0333 011 6786. That's 0333 011 6786. So please do call in and speak to us. We hope to hear from you soon. We will be here every Sunday between 2 till 4, but you can donate at any time. Radio Ramadan FM 2018 is live almost all of the day, so please do call in and donate. Amazing. That's absolutely amazing. Sorry, Sister Asma. What were we talking about? I've completely forgotten.
The platform of the vloggers and the bloggers. And
Natalie Portman. Yeah.
Get that message.
No, do you know what? I saw a little bit about that, and it was incredible to see, because I'm not sure, but I think, is she from Israel?
So she's Israeli herself, and a lot of people. Zionists and Jews are two completely different people. Like I said before, what Zionism is to Judaism is what ISIS is to Islam. Nothing. So she is Israeli born, but she's against Netanyahu's views, and that's why she declined. She thanked them, but declined, did not, and to me, that's a very strong political statement, that, you know what, I condemn what you are doing and I don't want to be part of this. She received a lot of backlash, of course, but
she still went ahead
and did that. And I feel like, you know, look at these celebrities, you know, doing such, but I feel like that's what people are afraid of, the backlash. They want to keep the image that, you know, that's pretty and admirable, and everyone, you know, I want to be like that and I want to look like that. Like, there's no
that
harm
clean image on social media.
It's about the balance as well. Like, if you're gonna be doing a video, like vlogging about whatever it is, 10 seconds, just, oh, did you guys hear about what's going on? Just get people, you know, say little things.
Adding that little awareness, it makes a massive difference as well.
Oh, sorry, Sister Khadija, I think can you speak into the mic? Sorry. I didn't want to interrupt you there. Sorry, say that again.
I was saying that it's just about adding that little awareness, because even mentioning it for like even 10 seconds, it makes a massive influence. As they have this influential voice as well, and it makes a massive influence just sending this message like in a brief amount of time as well.
10 seconds is very brief, but the impact that it could have is huge. You're right there,
because I mean, like, people look up to them. People, if they've got this many followers, that means that they're clearly something important, because people follow them, they see them as a role model, they inspire them, influence them. And something coming from them would be more powerful than something coming from, say, I don't know, someone a normal like person. Something like me and you. It would clearly be more powerful if they said it. And it sort of, like I said before, it's part of the responsibility and, you know, actually portraying that message and putting it forward.
The Natalie Portman thing stood out to me because she's such a prominent figure in media. And also
there was another one, I think Gigi, a model,
Gigi Hadid.
Said something about Palestine because of her Palestinian roots.
Her and her sister Bella Hadid. They so for those of you who aren't aware, Gigi Hadid is actually a supermodel. She's involved with, you know, Victoria's Secret and everything. She's a very prominent figure. Her mum used to be a model. Her sister's a model. She's very close to Kendall Jenner, you know, Kendall Jenner, the Kardashian sister. So a very prominent figure. She's been modeling since she was a baby for Tommy Hilfiger or something like that. Please excuse me if I have any wrong facts there. But she's a very, very prominent figure. And it's incredible to see her speak up for Palestinians. Although I do feel like they can use their voice a little bit more, because they reach out to so many people. They're so influential. They're so prominent on media, on social media, and just even mentioning it, because some people aren't even aware. It's like you say, in the Western areas, people have absolutely no clue of what's going on.
They just live in a bubble.
We're just living in our own little bubble, and just mentioning Palestine, Syria, please do check it out. It just creates media hype around it. It just
create that ripple and let it, you know.
And I mean, I see, like, when you see one vlogger or blogger doing it, others see it, they get influenced. They say, oh yeah, we should mention this as well. They mention it, other ones, and it's just like a pattern. Like you said, a ripple. Like, they all follow and they want to mention it as well. And I feel like the followers, that's when it actually opens our eyes, when we see it trending and we see quite a few vloggers mentioning it, speaking about it. Otherwise, if we hear one or two, it's just thrown in there, like, okay. It does have an impact for some people. I mean, but
the thing is, it has an impact for people who are already aware of it, who already I mean, they might not be informed about it, but they're aware of it.
It's the awareness that's really important. Like, I'm so happy that there's because I've been in the modest fashion industry for so many years, and I've been kind of sliding in, like, I support modest fashion because to me it's a form of fighting Islamophobia, where they're like, you know what, you need to take off the hijab and strip down. It's like, no, I'll wear whatever I want, and that includes being modest, you know. That's my right, my freedom to do that, just as you have your freedom. So I've been in this for a while, and when I came to London, the modest fashion industry is massive. Like, it's not like in North America, I thought it was pretty big, but like when I was starting out a couple of years ago. But then I came here and I've been involved with the bloggers and the vloggers as well. And there's a few that actually it's amazing. Like, it makes me so happy to see that they're using. So yeah, they'll be doing a lifestyle. I'm a lifestyle blogger. I'd be sharing about my life, and they're like, oh, you know what? Part of my life, I'm going to be climbing Mount Everest, and for the Palestinian people. Like, one of the bloggers, her name is Zahra Rose. Her Instagram name, I can't figure it out. I think it's Zahra Rose. You need to check it out. So she's doing a walk like this. So when I see such things that they're incorporating, you know what? Let me talk about injustice or issues or in my lifestyle, that just makes me really happy. And I feel like as a Muslim community, we need to actually, we complain a lot, but what are we doing about it?
I know.
So like I said, we go to the protest, but then after we're at Starbucks.
Actions speak louder than words, and actually doing that.
So our show is coming to an end, but I just want to end agreeing with Sister Asma, who is an activist. So the whole point of being an activist is that you go out there and you physically do something about it, rather than just sit and complain about it.
And
like
encourage others, hopefully, so we can all work together.
Inshallah, inshallah. Please do check her out. It's Asumi J on social media. Please check out Forgotten Women as well. Also, do not forget to donate in. Please do help us out and donate. Our studio number is 0333 011 6786 in case you missed it. It's amazing that Ramadan FM has this platform that's available to all British Muslims. It's being made available to all British Muslims, young and old, regardless of your experience or anything at all. So it'd be amazing to see some of these donations coming through. Catch us next week on Sunday at between 2 till 4 p.m. That's Cafe Nisa on Ramadan FM 2018. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.